just want to speak to one issue. Yeah, we just want to speak to one issue of the learned senior advocate for the prosecution, where he had already passed sentence and ruling on some of the defendants. This is wrong. This is media trial, and this is media publicity. And for us, very simple. We are happy that finally protesters have been charged. Unfortunately, instead of charging them for protest, the Tinubu government has charged them for terrorism. What an irony of some sort. When Bello, Tuje and other terrorists and bandits are on TikTok having fun and abducting people in a country, in a country where, we are battling insecurity, where we should be arraigning terrorists and bandits. Not even one terrorist in the last 1 year have been arraigned. The protesters have been arraigned. I don't know what they are afraid of. So we are happy that they have been arraigned, and we will not see any other thing that will be sub judice, and we will leave the rest for the courts.
It is quite unfortunate that the government that has benefited more than any other in the history of Nigeria from protest and dissent has the balls to arraign Nigerians for peacefully protesting and demand for social justice. It is trite that protest is a right, and protest can never be criminalized by anybody or any government in Nigeria. The right of Nigerians to dissent is a constitutional right. And these same persons in the government, from Tinubu to the rest of them, have engaged and even sponsored protests by the submissions of persons who have taken part in protests in the past. They've been arraigned today for protesting and asking for end to bad governance. It's okay. We've moved our bail application, which has been adjourned to the 11th of September 2024. We'll be back here on that day for their bail, hopefully, by God's grace, and for the police to come forth and prove their case. But there is nothing in the body of evidence, in the body of proof before the court, to show that these guys have done anything aside protesting and demanding for social justice and an equitable government. And these people were picked from different states. You picked somebody from Maraba, picked somebody from Wuse, somebody from Kaduna, somebody from Kano, people that have never met before in their lives. People that have never had any cause of interaction together before, and charge them together for the same offense. This is funny, but we'll get there. Thank you.
So we have only 124 records.
Yes, only 10 we are in today. So we are asking them where they kept the rest of them, because we are very interested in the remaining protesters, and we really want to see them too. But for today, we have 10 of them in court, and hopefully the rest will be brought forth.
My name is Hamza N. I'm
So your clients have been eventually after guilty. What do you have to say? Because the government is saying they are not protesters, but they are rioters, charged for treason.
There must be a procedure, and we are in a democratic government which we abide by the constitution and the laws of this country. They have been arraigned today, and they have pleaded no guilty. And also, although the court has adjourned the matter for the ruling because we moved their bail application, and this is the only thing that we would do. And we have moved their bail application, and also the court has already adjourned the matter to 11 of this month for ruling. I think that's the position.
So what of the trial?
Yes, the trial, yes, it's after the ruling. Yes, it's coming on 11 after the ruling. Okay. Yes, of course.
As you are aware, between 1st to 10th August, there were crises across the country. And you agree with me that properties were destroyed, some burned, and people were also killed. So, and the police swung into action, and these defendants were arrested. And the investigation was conducted, and from the investigation conducted, it was revealed that it was a planned action which was coordinated by a British citizen. We incited our people, the Nigerian people, to revolt against the government. And I believe such a thing cannot happen in other countries. For example, a Nigerian cannot go to Britain and incite British people to revolt against their government. So, but in our own case, that is what happened. And that is why these defendants were arrested, and they have been prosecuted. It's not an issue of protest. It's an issue of inciting mutiny. Mutiny means trying to change government by force, not by constitutional means. So that is inciting disaffection to to the government. So where a person, incite other people, to riot, in order to change the system by force, is what we call mutiny. And in our laws, it is treason. So that is why they have been arraigned today with treason, inciting mutiny, inciting disaffection, rioting, and causing so much destruction in the country. That's why we have to, as Nigerians, we have to be guided before we take action. Because a person will come with an ulterior motive, like the British citizen, that is Andrew Martin Wine, aka Andrew Pochi. He came with his ideas. You will discover that he has brought books, revolutionary books. You can even see one of them here. See, these are the type of books he circulated, so for his followers to read. You can see, if you read this book, there are revolutionary ideas inside. So, and he brought them, he shared it to his members. Some were sold. If you look at a book as big as this, you will discover that some of them were sold at 200 naira. Ordinarily you cannot buy a book like this for 200. But you discover that from the investigation that was conducted, most of these books were being sold at very low rate to enable people to have access. So you see, my advice to us, we Nigerians, is that we should be wary of any person or any foreigner who brings such foreign ideas to come and destabilize our country. We have no any other country to go than Nigeria. And it's our duty as Nigerians to ensure that we give our best to Nigeria. It's not the issue of government. That is why I was even discussing with one other person that if there's any protest, it should be protest against our bad attitude as Nigerians. That is bad citizenship. Because if you see that on the road, we exhibit those attitudes. In the market, we exhibit those attitudes. In so many places. So you see, it's not the issue of government. It's the issue of we, the citizens. So if we change our attitude, I think things will be far better off because we have everything in Nigeria.
So is the British citizen one of those?
Yes. He is one of those. He is at large. He's one of those at large. You can see from the charge. He's one of those at large. And so we have already a motion before the court now to declare him wanted, and so that we will effect arrest, so that he will not come back here again, to indoctrinate our people and cause a lot of destruction and go. Because he left 3 days after the rioting. He left on the 4th because he has seen that he has already, set fire. So he decided to go, leaving the fire to burn up, which is very, very. Yes, and on the 9th. So the judge has granted a celebrated hearing and they have fixed the trial of the matter for the 9th. 9th of September, 9th of this month. Yes, sir.
All of them were remanded?
Yes, and yes, all of them have been remanded in prison custody.